security is tight as former President Donald Trump is scheduled to appear in a Washington courtroom this afternoon.
He's appearing for his arraignment on charges related to his alleged efforts to stay in power following his loss in the 2020 election. CBS News Philadelphia reporter DiMattei is here with us this morning with more on what to expect today. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, guys. So the former president is facing 4 felony charges, and he's going to have the option to appear either virtually or in person for his arraignment today. Trump's attorneys say that these charges violate his client's right to free speech. But the special counsel that has been investigating the former president says that the First Amendment doesn't protect him from trying to overturn the 2020 election. Metal gates were set up outside of the U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C., where former President Trump will make his first court appearance in a second federal case brought by special counsel Jack Smith. He's expected to enter a not guilty plea to 4 felony counts related to his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election.
What the president wants to do is absolutely defend himself on these baseless charges.
Yesterday, the 2024 GOP presidential candidate was spotted on the golf course at his New Jersey club. Sources say Trump's legal team is preparing to argue that the former president's false claims about the 2020 election were not criminal and that he was following the advice of outside attorneys at the time, some of whom are believed to be among the 6 unnamed co-conspirators mentioned in the 45-page indictment. Trump's former vice president and 2024 rival Mike Pence gave hours of testimony to the grand jury.
Sadly, the president was surrounded by a group of crackpot lawyers that kept telling him what his itching ears wanted to hear.
Meanwhile, security remains tight at the courthouse and nearby Capitol, and police say they are prepared for, quote, whatever might happen. Now, after today's hearing, the case will then be handed over to U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan, who was appointed by former President Obama. During a previous case, Judge Chutkan ruled against former President Trump's attempts to shield his White House records from Congress, saying in her decision, quote, presidents are not kings, end quote. Jan and Jim, should be an interesting day on Capitol Hill. Of course, we'll be following along closely to all the developments.
Interesting is an understatement, Ross. Thank you. Appreciate it.